Going live.
Cool. All right. All right, everyone. Welcome to the F-It Lifestyle Podcast. I'm super excited to have our guest today. I've actually found him a couple of years ago when I was really trying to research macros on YouTube. And, you know, he's been an inspiration of mine. I've learned a lot from him. And I'm just so excited to have our guest, Raymond, Querido, the online coach.
What is up, guys?
If I miss anything, can you just fill it in? Anything that you want to share about yourself?
I'm just here trying to motivate, inspire, educate. You know, just trying to reach people, help people, just by my experience, my knowledge that I've attained over the years. You know, just like what you said. You know, how I've touched you. That's why I'm here. That's why I do what I do.
Nice. So you really have like a big YouTube and looks like Instagram following, and you know what you do is basically knowledge based. It seems like you do a lot of the workout videos, but you're doing a lot of Q&As that really teach people. Is that like your passion right there?
Yeah. That's really what motivates me is being able to help somebody in some way, some way from my experience. That's what keeps me going. Like I think everybody has a different way of getting motivated, and mine is just helping other people.
Cool. I had to play a little bit of catch up because I didn't find you 3 years ago, but I was looking through your videos and it seems like, I mean, you stay pretty fit all year round. Where did you start? Like, did you start off as a chubby kid, a skinny kid?
I would say I was somewhat skinny, you know, but my height, I'm 5'7". In high school, I was about 5'5", 5'4". So me being a shorter guy, it didn't really reveal how skinny I was. I think freshman year in high school, I was like $115 playing basketball.
Wow.
And I guess that's pretty skinny. So a lot of people think I was like a bigger kid, like a huskier kid. And the truth is, I'm very small boned, very, very small bone structure.
Nice. And, you know, like, what was like that pinnacle, that F-It moment in your life where you were like, oh, I'm going to not be that skinny kid and just transition basically to that fitness world, or where you're at right now? You know, what was that moment?
It started in high school. I was playing basketball, like I said, and I was already pretty athletic, but I wanted an edge. I wanted to be able to keep up with the taller guys. You know, like I said, I was a shorter guy, so I wanted to improve my vertical, my speed, and kind of just, like have that edge because I was a shorter guy. So I started lifting in high school. I took elective classes, weights classes every trimester, and I was just hooked from there. I just liked the fact that, you know, you put in the work and you got the results.
Nice.
For a lot of our people who are like listening to this and watching the video later on, you know, I know like for Joe and for myself, we started off small too. What would you say was the time frame it took you from when you first started to getting on all that size? Like, how long did that take you?
I guess for it to start being noticeable, probably a year or two.
Oh, wow.
A year or two where the girls started noticing, you know, because in high school, you know, not everybody works out, right? So like when you see a kid with a little bit of muscle, it kind of stands out.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I was a skinnier kid. So when your body fat is lower, it's like you put on a little bit of muscle and you look a little bit more impressive with less body fat. So I would say like 1 to 2 years where I just started putting on size, and yeah.
Nice. So like, to me, I see you as like the macro guy. Like, you're always talking about it. You have like your Egg McMuffins sandwiches, your Starbucks English muffin sandwiches, and all that stuff. Did you go from like always knowing macros, or did you do like meal plans before, or just like a straight?
Oh, yeah, I started with the typical, you know, the standard, I don't even like to call it bro dieting, but the standard, you know, the magic foods. Like, I was basing everything on food source, and I thought the food sources were getting me lean, when in reality it's just all numbers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I started like everybody else, and then I just always questioned it. I always questioned, like, why do I have to eat this? Why do I have to eat that? And I just started doing my own research on nutrition, on flexible dieting, and it just, and then I started just applying it to myself, swapping out foods, and then the result was like there wasn't that much change. Counting macros just gives you that accuracy, where when you're counting macros and you're looking at numbers versus food sources, you're able to have more accuracy. I know exactly what I'm inputting. I start to look at my activity as numbers too, how much cardio I'm doing, how much training I'm doing. So yeah, I started like everybody else, but I kind of evolved over the years.
Nice. And so like, what made you get into that like YouTube realm, that realm of like, I'm going to put out videos and content about, like fitness, and a lot of it is about your life, that you're sharing.
Yeah. I've always been on YouTube ever since I started competing. I was just posting up just very simple videos on my form, just form checks for me, and then bodybuilding posing. So I would film myself practicing my bodybuilding posing, and then I would post it up. And then it kind of just attracted attention. I started getting comments. So I started watching other YouTubers like Chris Jones, Matt Ogus, and it looked fun. And it looked like they're sharing a good amount of, knowledge and experience. And I'm like, hey, I got some knowledge that I can spit out there. Let's try to give more in-depth information. So I tried that, and then the response was good, and started building. And I just found it very motivating to be able to reach and help others. So I just kept going.
Nice. And is that like I know when you start YouTube and you do all this stuff, like it looks like you have a lot of different, I guess, streams of income. Like, can you kind of name like the different streams that you have, or different things that are coming in for you?
Yeah, my bread and butter is still my online coaching. I get constant inquiries, constant clients. It's just it's always going. And I also have sponsors, and that's got to the point where my sponsors pay me salary. So it's a monthly salary plus sales commission, the discount code. I also have companies just hitting me up, asking me to partner with them. It's not really a sponsorship. It's just kind of a partnership. Mm-hmm. And then I also have some shares with certain companies out there, apps, stuff like that. And then my gym, I provide memberships. So I have memberships to the public for the locals. And then I also get a ton of guests coming on a regular basis from out of town, out of the country. And yeah, it's consistent with the guests too. Trying to think of anything else. I kind of just, whenever somebody asks me like, what do you do? It's like, I kind of do everything. The question is like, what don't I do? And I also do clothes, apparel. We're going to be launching our revamped apparel line within the next 2 to 3 weeks, hopefully. And excited for that. What else? Workout programs. I have some workouts, some PDF programs, just some very simple structured programs on my site where they just, pick it, download it, and they get it as a PDF form.
You're like a jack of all trades, kind of do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I try to.
Cool. So we're going to transition right now into our little lightning round, where we're just going to pop off some different questions. And since you're really good at improving, first thing that comes to mind is definitely the best. I'll start it off. What is the best piece of advice you've ever received?
I learned from one of my sales managers back in the day when I was a kid. He was just knowledge. He just said knowledge is power. The more you learn over the years, the better you're going to be able to master your craft. So, and I'm still a big believer of that. I think learning new things is really good motivation, because you'll be able to test your what you've learned and apply it to whatever you're doing.
Nice. All right. Next one. If you weren't in the fitness industry, what would you be doing?
I would probably be working for like Apple or something with something to do with electronics. So that's like another thing that I love. I love technology. I love gadgets, and I love keeping up with the technology.
Nice. I thought it was gonna be like cars or bikes or something like that.
Yeah, I've been into cars too, but I just don't think I have that like excitement about it. I think it's a little bit more towards like electronics.
Oh wow! So in your cabinet right now, at home, what is like the one supplement you cannot live without? You have to take every day.
I would say it's going to be between a multivitamin and fish oil.
Oh, nice.
Just because I'm a flexible dieter, and I'm going to admit that like my diet's not 100% like bulletproof. You know what I mean? Like I'm eating different food sources. I treat myself to a bunch of junk food here and there, but just having that multivitamin is just kind of assurance that I'm getting some micronutrients that I'm lacking from my food. And then the fish oil would just be my joints. I'm getting old. So fish oil is good for inflammation in your joints and stuff like that.
Oh, getting old. How old are you?
I'll be 33 in October.
Wow. Okay. I could see that you preserve very nicely.
It's that Filipino thing.
Yes. Well, half of me will age nicely. The other half we'll see.
All right, cool. What's your must-do exercise you have to do every single week?
Squats.
Squats? Okay.
Yeah.
So how many times a week do you do that?
Regularly the past past couple of years, it's been like twice a week. The frequency's been very high, squatting twice a week. Now I've kind of kicked it down a notch, just auto-regulating because my lower back and my hips have been tight. They've been bothering me, and I think it's just due to overreaching, squatting too much per week.
Okay. What about like I see you do a lot of deadlifts when I'm like on your pages, and you have like a
Same
goal.
thing with that. Yeah. I was deadlifting twice a week also, and I think just hitting those compound movements, the squat and the deadlift, has just kind of been taking a toll on my body.
Okay.
So that's like a pro tip for all of our listeners out there. Listen to your body and rest when you need to.
Yeah, you can't be stubborn.
Nice. All right. So I have a quick question. It's just more of improv because like you kind of go through your whole day on YouTube. What's like a typical day for you that can you like run the audience through like what you do from when you wake up until you go to sleep?
Okay. Let's try to make it it's pretty simple. It's pretty boring actually to me. So I get up, go to the bathroom, go downstairs, chug 20 ounces of water, play with the kids for a little bit, jump in the shower, ride to work, either ride the bike or ride the M3 to work, to the campus, and then check emails, check all my social media, answer back to as many people as I can, edit videos. If I have a video to edit, if I have footage to edit, a lot of times I'll go outside of the gym, just whoever members are here, just hang out for a little bit, touch base, and then train, and then go back to my desk and get something to eat. I usually eat at my desk. I'll go pick up some food. So I have lunch on my desk and then finish up work at the computer and then head home. Lately, I've been heading home, spending time with the girls for a little bit, and then getting on the bike and riding for a couple hours.
There's nothing boring about that.
There's not much to it. I mean, it's pretty much like clockwork every day. It's like I try to get out there, but I'm a creature of habit. If I do something a little bit different and I miss out on something, it just kind of throws me off. But I mean, it's been working for me. It might not be the best for YouTube content-wise because I kind of run out of stuff to do, and people will get tired of my daily. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But that's like you said, that advice you receive where knowledge is power. And since you're a creature of like learning and receiving new things, that's going to definitely help fuel your content, which is always fun to watch.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. So getting back on track, because this is my favorite question, personally, being a macros girl myself. When you have a refeed or a cheat meal, what is your go-to like, this is my favorite?
It's probably sushi. Like all you can eat sushi or pizza. All you can eat sushi probably number one.
Do you do all you can eat pizza or do you just like order one pizza?
One pizza. I mean, I used to just, right now my appetite's not as crazy as before, which is a good thing, which is a good problem. I'm not in that binge prone mode where, I look at food as like just everything, So after this last cut, I reversed, and I've been reverse dieting out of my cuts, my deficits pretty efficiently. And it's got to the point where I get out and I get into a healthy stage, a healthy body fat level. Hormonally, I'm in a good place where I'm not that starving child anymore. So I couldn't do all you can eat pizza. All you can eat sushi, I could do it.
Do you do clean like nigiri, or do you sashimi, or do you do like rolls?
I do nigiri. I like salmon nigiri or tuna, and then I'll do like the specialty rolls, but mostly salmon and tuna.
Go-tos.
I got another one. What's like a tip for someone that's pretty much starting out and looking to put on that lean size that's trying to achieve that build that you have?
Eat. You got to eat big. You gotta live big, and you got to stay consistent with it. And I would say get some structure with your programming. Just you don't have to have some crazy percentage-based program, but just something that is overall balanced, where you're hitting everything.
Okay.
So you're not missing anything. You're not neglecting anything. But it really comes down to eating enough. You don't necessarily have to eat certain foods, but you just have to be in that surplus. And a lot of times you don't even necessarily have to count macros. You can just, if you can eat in a surplus and stay in a surplus while you're being consistent, then you'll be okay. You'll still be making those gains. But if you have a hard time eating, then I would definitely count macros. I would definitely set a goal macro wise so you can stay in that surplus. Because a lot of people think they eat enough. You get those hard gainers. They're like, I eat a lot. But when they show you their numbers, or they show you what foods they're eating for the day, it's like you're not even close to being in a surplus.
That's a really good tip, you guys. Always be mindful of what you put in your face. If you want results, you got to really think about it.
Yeah.
So the last question that we have in our mini lightning round is, could you see yourself doing this, like fitness, for the rest of your life?
Yes. Yeah. It's become a lifestyle. It's become a good habit, I guess. And I get burnt out sometimes. I'll be honest. It's become my career. Training has become my career. So it's kind of a battle to keep that burning passion going. I just have to sometimes take a step back and remind myself why I started, why I love it. What is it about training and fitness that I love? And it's about just being able to test myself and better myself through the weights. Sometimes, like I said, I get burnt out because I film. It's my career. Everybody gets burnt out, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I can see myself doing it for the rest of my life. I just have to find more balance when it comes to work and training, and just kind of staying sane with it, taking breaks when I need it.
Cool. All right. So, a lot of us have goals. We always want to do something more, and we're always looking for something more. So what is next for you?
I want to open up a couple more of the campuses around Southern California. I want to start there. More strategic based locations, because where I'm from, where this campus is at in Temecula, it's not really a big city. It's not, this whole strength training, powerlifting isn't very popular here yet. But I know just by my guests coming, the demographic, them telling me like, oh, we need a campus, we need this type of gym in my city. So I want to open up two more at least in Southern California. And that's it for now. I love what I do. I just gotta find that balance to keep sane, I guess.
I like that. I like that you still have a greater vision, but like you said, creature of habit, you stick to what you know and what you're really great at. So we're excited for you. I hope you get those open and that they are very, very successful for you.
Thank you.
For our audience members who want to find out more about you or contact you, what's the best way to reach you?
All my social media platforms. That's another thing that burns me out, but I love doing it. I love receiving, tweets or snaps and Instagram, like any social media platform. You can find me at The Online Coach. I was lucky enough to get all those handles, and then all my emails are listed on any social media platform.
Great.
Nice.
So you guys, I hope you enjoyed this interview today. He is amazing. the online coach. Check him out. Find him online or social media or anywhere. He can help you. You know, consistency is key, and he has a wealth of knowledge to share with you to better your results. Thank you so much for joining us today. We had a blast getting to know you a little bit more, and I hope you enjoyed being on with us as well.
Thank you, guys. I had a blast.
Nice.
Awesome. So again, best of luck to you in your future endeavors, and hopefully we could do a follow-up in the future and see where you're at.
Definitely. I thought this was too short. I can keep going with you guys.
Yay!
You thought you had to go.
See, that means there's more to come. We leave you wanting more, and then we do another one later on.
Maybe we'll do it in person and come in and, work out. And then, because we're not that far away. We're in Sacramento, so,
Yeah. Yes, road trip down here. We could do one, right here.
Yep. See?
That'll be fun. Yay. Well, thank you again for joining us today. That was awesome. You're so professional and just good at your answers.
I try. It's easy for me. Like I said, this is my passion. It's like, I think anytime it's someone's passion, it's just easy. It's like you can just go cold. You don't got to warm up and think about stuff too much.
And it's funny because I was telling Joe before we got on, I was like, Joe, he does Q&As on his YouTube channel. We have to come with some good questions to keep up with all that.
They're pretty good.
Thank you.
Nice. Cool. All right. So we'll have it all edited down, and then we're launching all the different episodes August 1st. So we'll send you a Instagram, a flyer type thing if you want it. Just to,
I'll post it up for you guys.
Sure. Yeah. And then
let me know if I could ever be any help, if you guys want to do more, because I have network wise, I'm friends with everybody in the industry, a lot of connections. So if you guys ever want to do this type of interview with anybody else, I'll shoot a recommendation, because it's hard to get a hold of us. A lot of times you should email or comment, and it's because my email list is just hundreds per day. So
wow.
I was surprised. I was like, whoa. I was like, oh, online coach, hit me up. I was like, yes. Because like you said, it's it is hard. And then I know some people are been saying, people that we've interviewed, they've been like, oh my gosh, yeah. I'm glad I found your email, or because I couldn't really see it because there's so many. And I was like, wow. So
yeah, I get busy, but I'm always down to help others.
Cool.
We all grow. We can all grow together.
Yep.
Yes. Thank you so much. And hopefully, if you know of anyone who'd be interested, or if you, cross paths and oh, you'd be good on this show.
Yeah.
No, that'd be great.
I can think of a couple people off the top of my head. Goku Flex. You follow him?
Yep.
Matt Keto. Tell him that I just did an interview, and he should do one too. Tell him I told him.
All right.
Yay. Thank you again.
Another one is Vinny Rehab. Do you follow Vinny?
Nah, Vinny Rehab.
Vinny, he owns Myo Detox. He's a massage therapist, and he's just killing it right now. He's master his craft.
Ooh.
Vinny Rehab.
Oh, there he is, right at the top. Okay.
He's from Toronto. He's a good friend of mine.
Okay, I got him. Oh, he has some cool videos. Okay. Nice. All right, cool. Anything else? No?
I'm excited.
All right, man. Thank you. We appreciate it a lot. For real. So, well, I'll email you all the details when it's all edited and everything, and then the launch, and it'll be on iTunes and Stitcher and everything that's on the podcast world. Because I think it's that's another realm that's missing, whatever, like the fitness people. So hopefully, we can get it going in the podcast world.
Yeah. It's a cool side.
Yeah. So, all right, man. Have a good one.
See you guys.
All right. Bye.